It comes after 2 nights of violence in Ballymena, about 20 miles away. Rioting broke out there on Monday after a protest about an alleged sexual assault in the town. The leisure centre has been set on fire in the town of Larne in Northern Ireland this evening after its windows were smashed by people wearing masks. A local MLA said the site had been attacked by thugs.
The start of Tommy Robinson started.
Oh, there she is! Well, keep it on here tonight.
Imagine police cars under siege, masonry raining down, and shattered glass littering the streets. What sparked such chaos in Ballymena? Was it pure outrage or something far deeper? Stay tuned to uncover the controversial catalyst that's dividing a town and a nation.
They're blocking them off.
Yeah, it certainly seems so, and things are moving really quickly here in Ballymena again this evening. Tonight, Jane, there's a heavy police presence. Officers are under attack again for the third night in a row with bottles.
Undercover. Undercover.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. What drives a peaceful town to chaos overnight? In Ballymena, a quiet town in Northern Ireland, it all began with disturbing allegations that disrupted daily life and brought simmering frustrations to the surface. 2 teenage boys appeared in court, accused of sexual assault.
Police tell us they now are under control. Now, it's understood a number of people were moved from Ballymena temporarily to that leisure centre, although we understand they have now left Larne. Now, there have been with bricks and with fireworks. Now, police dogs have been deployed to push those crowds back, and we've just seen 2 police water cannons arrive as well.
An event that rapidly spiraled into a flashpoint for anger. As news of the incident spread through the community, reactions ranged from shock to outrage, with deep unease settling into the air. The accused teen's court appearances became the focus of attention, and while families demanded answers, something much more volatile began taking shape outside the courthouse. Protests quickly escalated, taking over the streets with fury that was impossible to ignore. A crowd gathered, their chants growing louder, their demands sharper. What started as peaceful demonstrations took an abrupt turn when clashes with the police erupted. Officers on the scene were met with hostility. Some were targeted with thrown missiles, fragments of masonry striking police car windows that shattered on impact. These moments were charged with energy, masked protesters filling Clonavon Terrace's narrow streets, faces obscured as they moved in unison, refusing to disperse. Glass shards glinted in the faint light, mingling with debris scattered across the pavement. Tensions exploded into scenes officers could barely contain. Among the noise, emotions boiled over in words just as sharp. If they're local, they need out. If they're not local, let them come and stay there, one protester declared, their voice captured in shaky video footage. These words carried deeper implications than just anger. They pointed to fractures within Ballymena, where accusations ignited buried fears about safety, trust, and belonging. A sense of injustice coursed through the community, stoked by insecurities over crime and whether the system was doing enough. But even as fury turned to violence, this one case seemed to awaken something greater, a growing distrust in institutions, a division fueled by broader frustrations and unresolved grievances. The protests weren't just about the boys on trial. They became a banner for discontent, a reflection of deeper societal fractures. So, was Ballymena's unrest really about this incident alone, or was it also tied to something more profound? What happens when local chaos intersects with national discontent? In Ballymena, violence on the streets offers a chilling glimpse into something bigger, a society grappling with frustration on multiple fronts. While the protests erupted over allegations of sexual assault, their intensity hints at deeper cracks in the system. If we step back, we see a nation weighed down by economic hardship and political disarray, creating the perfect backdrop for unrest. At the center of this wider discontent is the government's recent U-turn on winter fuel payments. Shadow Business Secretary Andrew Griffith didn't hold back, calling the decision nothing short of mugging pensioners. He argued it left some of the most vulnerable people in society facing a stark choice: heat their homes or survive the winter. As he put it, many pensioners are now forced to shiver through the winter, raising fears of increased mortality, poverty, and a growing sense of abandonment. Griffith's critique cuts deep, accusing the government of chaos and highlighting just how far out of touch policies can feel to those living with their consequences. But this isn't just about fuel payments. It's framed within a wider economic reality. Griffith pointed out that unemployment rates are on the rise, with almost 100,000 fewer people on payroll compared to last year. And that's coupled with economic instability, high interest rates, and declining public trust. These figures don't just paint a grim picture, they underscore the despair many communities like Ballymena are feeling. Each policy reversal and fiscal misstep builds on a growing sense of neglect, where the realities of working families and pensioners seem invisible to decision makers. Where does that leave a town already seething over allegations of injustice? In places where economic and political grievances overlap, tensions aren't just possible, they're inevitable. Ballymena's streets aren't an isolated chaos, they echo a broader discontent seen across the UK. Governments making decisions from a distance often miss the local impact, and what seems like a minor policy shift on paper can destabilize communities in practice. Is this unrest a temporary storm, or are we seeing signs of deeper, long-term fractures in the fabric of society? The chaos in Ballymena is not just about shattered windows or angry chants. It's a symptom of a society under strain. When local tensions explode into public disorder, as they did here, they reveal profound cracks in the community's foundations. This isn't simply frustration over one incident. It's about deeper fears of crime, justice, and fairness, fueled by social divides that go beyond Ballymena. As Northern Ireland faces economic pressure and political uncertainty, it's clear these issues don't exist in isolation. The unrest may have subsided for now, but the question lingers. What happens when the next spark sets these fractures ablaze?